episode. We're starting only with a smile.
I feel like laughing at it.
Welcome to the second episode of Chalo Chai Kahenge. Today we'll be talking about why employee mindset is stuck to receive salary on the first of every month when so much of change has happened in the way we work, when remote working has come into the place, when work from home is there and freelancing is there. Why still we are stuck to the mindset of receiving the salary on the first of every month? So, what do you think about it?
I think it's very psychological when receiving the money at every first of the month feels very good, and whatever thing you have to do, you can just go ahead and just do it kind of a thing. Like, yeah, the month is finally end and I finally have the money. So it's just that mindset of a people that they just want to go and just have that money on every first. Like first is like, oh, it's a new month, I get my money kind of a feeling. Still, when things are just so flexible for the employees right now, we need a system where the payment also can be done to them in much more flexible way. So that
Right. When employees are asking for more flexible timings for them to work, more flexible holidays that they can take. So when their employers are seeking to be more flexible with the payment dates, why do you think that employees don't want to be flexible when it comes to their payment?
mostly every individual out there comes with specific needs for themselves. Like many people wouldn't want to go ahead with many due dates. Like let's say the milk guys and payments are there.
They don't
Like
anymore start knocking on the door at the first morning, like it was like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, right? When the first of a month is coming, everybody was very scared, like the bills are going to start knocking on. It's not like that anymore. Like Tata Sky bill is on one week, milk bill is on some other week, mail bill is on some other week. The rents are very flexible these days, everything is digital. So why we still stuck? The government billing dates are also flexible. Now the electricity billing is also gone to 15, 20, 25th of a month. So what's the hurry?
there is no hurry on a real perspective, but then it is the feeling of just getting rid of all the bills in the first time itself.
Yeah, so this is where I always thought that Karmasarathi actually should come up with, and I'll definitely come up with a training session for that. But I feel that the problem is not with the employer, the problem is with the money management
Fund management.
of the employee. That doesn't matter. Let's say businesses are always very volatile. Employee always has a job security, but business never has a security. It can go off some time, it can go up some other time. And so employees also should start cooperating with the employers so that their business also keeps running. So this can be done only when employees are more wise and they always keep the
They
backup.
understand.
They always should have the buffering amount for another month always. So you have to maintain in such a way that if you start on a month one, maybe for the immediate second month you won't be able, you'll only have a buffering amount of maybe just 5 days. But you keep continuing doing that for second month, third month, fifth month. Within 6 months, you realize that you're able to make a buffering of another 2 months also, because the savings of the first month also will be continuing to the sixth
But
month.
saving
It's
is
this way. So even if you get the salary on first, or even if you get the salary on 15th, you're definitely getting paid for those 15 days also. It's just getting carried forward. You just be flexible enough over there so that it's not a deal breaker for you anymore. That just because my salary is not coming on first, I'm not going to join so and so company. So those deal breakers are not there. You also end up getting nice jobs wherever you like to work. Because many places jobs are fantastic but the payment rates are not. Many places payment rates are fantastic but they don't love their job anymore.
neither
So
are
they're
the
stuck.
payment that high or something.
So they're stuck in the jobs where they don't like doing that job, but they're just stuck because they say that one thing that I have is salaries fall on the first. I've heard so many hundreds of people telling this to me. Like, madam, we don't want to leave this company because on first we get the salary. Whether we like this job or not, we'll be doing it. So don't you think that the training and skill development should be there for the candidate where they're taught how to manage their salaries first.
To manage the salaries, what I feel like you have to have the control on your greed too. So if you look around, there are so many distractions for us. You can just go around and like in a day just go to KFC or McDonald's, the most basic place, and you'll blow up 2000. Where a general candidate can just have a 8000 salary, which is like any fresher starting up from. And even if you go to the more and more you're getting the salary, the more and more craving to go to this all fancy places comes up. So
Unnecessary needs also started rising because just people have extra money in your hand.
right, and then with all of that, whenever you earn extra, also you will need to do certain. You'll be expected to do certain things around your home places. If you're earning too much, then you'll be called up to all these functions, this, that. So there's a lot of
Unrealistic competition and competitiveness.
yeah. Sometimes you just want to compete your colleague, and then you'll just go ahead and buy a very fancy clothing for
That
yourself.
means this training is so deep rooted that you have to also train the candidate in their emotional intelligence, that you see yourself as an individual while growing and you don't compare yourself, so you don't do those unnecessary things and your wants and unnecessary needs go down. Self-created needs, which are not natural needs, they go down, so these things are hand in hand.
The pandemic actually has taught that to the people, like sticking to your needs,
Survival. It all came to survival. What's exactly necessary, only that is there.
and that only should be there. You don't need 500 rupees like fancy mug to drink your daily coffee. Whereas you can just keep that thing aside and get a healthy insurance probably.
No, we don't get a health insurance 500 anymore.
You can join up for the for the months, but
You can start saving up for it.
yes, like savings should start with the first 10 rupees or 5 rupees also, but then it is saving. When going back to our topic, which is why the salaries should be much more flexible and why the employees also should understand this. First of all, even if it is difficult for business owners, it is still business owners out there are making sure the employees are getting minimum half of the salary. Even if it's cut down to 1 quarter, we have to appreciate that fact that they're thinking about the employees. Even sitting back at home, giving one part of the money. End of the day, money doesn't grow on trees, right? Everybody works hard for it. So giving just that amount to somebody, even though when we know, it's very hard to train somebody to be very productive sitting back at home.
Right.
So still giving that amount and also training them and providing them all the things that are necessary, it is still a huge thing. So once you're giving the money, and you should start respecting the company that you're working with. Many people are there, many candidates that we ourselves have faced that they're totally ungrateful for the company that they're working for. They're like, these people are this, these people are that, and even if you like the company before you enter, any MNC, any corporate office you get inside, they all hate the entire places. There's very rarely one, two
I've
person.
never heard somebody saying that, I love this job, that's why I'm doing it. It's always someone has an external reason.
Right. My mom
I
says
heard
that
people
that
saying that this company has the best cafeteria. There's another reason why MNC started focusing more on giving them amenities and facilities and actually providing them a job where they actually love to do. Because MNCs also must be feeling that that is all they need, so let's just give them that.
let's say I'm an MNC owner, then I'll actually need to have those people. And the sad part is everybody just wants to have a good party and just wants to sit in the cafe, click pictures for their Instagram, Facebook, whatever they want to do. And that's all they are going ahead for. They don't come there if somebody is there who is expert in Python, let's say, that guy is not coming there to code. He's coming there to see somebody else. So
Yeah.
it depends. Nobody is going to the office or
It's a
nobody
huge
is sitting back at work.
disappointment this pandemic time.
Nobody is sitting back or trying to do the work which they actually love. There is very rare people, whoever is doing that is totally on a different world, you can say. Because if you love your work, that's where your true nature comes out also. So many people, they don't like to work, and that's why when you don't like your work, when you're in an environment where it is totally not what you
we
prefer.
don't get the best products and services out of employees who don't give their best with their full heart and mind into that.
And the one focus that goes into is like, I'm here for the money, that's a core line. And that's why it goes back to that factor again, I want my money first. But then if you are in a place,
I heard for people, many of my friends and colleagues, they always used to complain that they want to change the job. And then when I used to ask them at third or fourth week, like, when do you think that, are changing? So they were like, no, in another 4 days I'm gonna get salary, right? So I think, maybe I'll dodge it off for this month. So that amount of security, that money that is coming just on first, and they think that, I'm just waiting. And all of these people, immediately within the first week of that salary coming, they exhaust their money. So they don't have anything to run, no buffering amount is there for that month itself, forget about the next month. For that 3 weeks, they don't know what to do. And they're like, therefore I can't quit. I can't think of anything else, I can't think of going for a drink, I can't think of,
it's like all about fund management, greed management.
It's more about personality development, the basics, which is why in Karmasarathi also we make sure that we are training them emotionally first to handle themselves. Therefore, they can handle their jobs better.
And it's okay to not have a burger for the entire month. It's okay to not go to amusement park or go somewhere for the entire month and just sit back and anyways from the last 6 months people are sitting back. So the most important factor why many people are not affected, it's not about being introvert. They're not affected even sitting back, it's because these are those lucky batch of people who actually like to do whatever they're doing. So if you actually like your work, even if you're set on top of Himalayas and there is nothing out there, and you have that network or whatever, you'll still be very happy. There are there's a huge group like that. But there's another group which is totally irresponsible, which needs the training.
Right. So what are the takeaways with this episode? What have you realized?
The realizations can be about fund management.
One.
And controlling your greed, getting
Or needs, you can say.
only sticking to the
unrealistic
needs,
Yeah.
only sticking to the needs and not going.
That too, realistic needs.
Yes,
Not self-made.
you don't need a very expensive T-shirt to buy. You can always go ahead stick to that 500, 200 worth things normally, and you need a Karmasarathi training.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. So I think this is another reason why our Karmasarathi training includes a lot of personality development courses. So I think I've answered for the businesses also who have been suffering this. I
It's
have
very
so many
important.
owners of companies, organizations complaining that we wish that employees were more entrepreneurial mindset.
And we have seen couple of business owners ourselves who stick around with those people who actually have that, and they'll go to any court to save those candidates, and you're not going anywhere. We ourselves has experienced couple of them.
Those people, those employees especially who don't make it like a deal breaker just because the payment is not coming on time, those are the exact ones the owners would always go beyond their lengths and breadth to just.
And just to keep it on the employee side, it is not that we want any employee to work for us and not pay them. It's just that you just want the ease of family. Today if you cannot bring your family member a biryani, probably after 2 days you can bring. But you're not saying that I'm not bringing you today. It's just that employees are the family members of the entire company. So you want to feel a little bit more family towards them than to have a regular security guard service. So that is, you have on the employee's point of view, you have to ease out a little bit, work on your savings, at least have 6 months of savings, or if you already have the savings, you're earning more than enough, try saving for your retirement age, because entire life nobody can work. That is a guaranteed fact. And on the other side, just love your work.
The midlife crisis shouldn't become when people are young, they're blowing off their money, they don't want to quit because they don't have buffering demand. And like how you said, your midlife crisis should not be like, no, I want to stick to this job because I want to retire in the next 5 years.
Right.
Shouldn't be like that.
Right.
Your retirement also should be well sorted out so that that is not a deal breaker again to stick to a job that you don't love.
And trust me, nobody needs any super expensive shoes or clothing, or they don't need to spend that 5,000 buck on a good restaurant to click one Instagram worth story or something. Even if you're super rich, be responsible. That is very important.
That is all then.
Yeah.
We have something else to add.
No. I think that's good. We'll come back again then.
Next episode with another topic.